Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn to Become an Animator. In this video I am going to take you through the user interface of the Maya. This is very important for the beginners who wants to learn the Maya and they are very new to the Maya. In this video I am not going to take you through in very detail about the other interface. Mainly I am going to show you which are related to the animation. Let's begin. When you open the Maya first time, you can see the Maya like this. This is called the viewport and this is the perspective viewport. You can see the name here. To rotate the viewport, you can press Alt key plus left click and you can rotate the viewport. To translate the viewport, press the Alt plus middle click. You can translate the viewport. To zoom in, zoom out, Alt plus right click. There are many other cameras in the Maya. Those are called orthographic viewports. By pressing the space bar, you can just go out of the perspective view and you can see here 4 other cameras. This is called top view, front view, side view. These camera views, you cannot rotate them. You can just zoom in, zoom out and translate them. If you want to go on any other viewport or you want to maximize the viewport, you can press the spacebar button by hovering the cursor on any viewport. Or if you are in the perspective or any other view and you want to go directly into other viewport, there is a shortcut. Just press the spacebar button, hold it and left click, you can see. Here the floating windows come. Here you can select any views, direct and you can go to that views. And back to perspective. Now you can navigate by creating something in the viewport. Let's create the box here. This is the cube. Now you can see by rotating the viewport, you can see any other views. Just go to right and you can zoom in, zoom out or the pan the viewport. Let's understand more about the perspective view. Let me duplicate this object. To duplicate this object, just you can press Ctrl D and translate with the move tool. Now I am just going to the top view, just placing this with a different position. In the perspective view, you can find out very easily that you can see the depth here. This is the closest one, this is the middle one and this is the far one. In any other viewport, you can't see the depth. You can see all the objects in the same level. But these other viewports are very useful to align the objects. If you want to align the objects on the ground level, you have to go to the side viewport or the front viewport and you can just align very easily. If you want to align two objects on top of it, you can align them very easily. But while animating, you have to animate in the perspective view, and sometime to adjust the character on the ground level or to contact with the ground, you have to adjust in the side view or the front view or any other orthographic view. One more thing, if you want to go from perspective view to orthographic view, you can also go from this panel. To the perspective, this is the perspective view you can go, but if you want to go for other viewport, you can go to orthographic and go the front, left, side or top. You also can create a new perspective. So there will be in the scene, sometime you can find this new perspective 1, perspective 2, like that different viewports. Now look at the outliner. To open the outliner, you can just go to the windows and open the outliner. Outliner is a very useful and you are going to use very often while working in the Maya. You can see all the details about your scene into the outliner. Right now you can see there are 3 cubes in the outliner. You can select from the outliner, you can rename it them. Also, you can select all together from the outliner, and you can delete from the outliner as well. So right now in this case we don't have much information in the outliner, so it looks very simple, but when you animate with a lot more elements in the scene file, you can see so many objects into the outline. Another very important things I'll show you about the viewport is undo the viewport. Like if you are very far somewhere, and you just can select the cube and press F into the keyboard, it will be frame all. Or if you have a multiple objects in the scene file, and if you want to frame all, you can press A. So all the objects which are in the scene, that will be framed all, and any particular object you can do the frame by selecting and press F. So that object will be zoomed in and it will be focused to the camera. Thank you so much guys. See you in the next part, where I'll take you through the more interface which is related to the animation, like time slider, range slider, all the playback options and many other things. Thank you so much guys. If you like my tutorial, you can subscribe and share. Thanks a lot.